Welcome to the Little League World Series on ESPN. It is presented by T-Mobile. As we welcome you back to Little League Southeast Park in Warner Robins, Georgia, we wrap up day 2 of this tournament and the winner's bracket game as Nolensville, Tennessee takes on Midland, Georgia. Winner of this ball game is just one win away from advancing to Williamsport. Here's a look at the standings. 2-0 Florida has already advanced to the semifinals. The winner of this game tonight advances to the Monday semifinals. North Carolina had to withdraw earlier today because of a positive COVID test within their team. West Virginia will play the loser of this game tomorrow. Both of these teams with big-time bats. Georgia, a 10-0 run rule victory over South Carolina yesterday, led by Hudson Clark and Gabe Galarza, combining for 6 hits and 3 RBI in that big first-round victory. Tennessee the same, a 23-0 run rule victory over Alabama. The combination of Nolan Brown, Drew Wagner, Rocco Stark, 19 hits, 2 home runs for Tennessee in that game. But don't be fooled, they both have great pitching and great defense as well. We should have a fine ball game here tonight. Here's the starting 9 for Nolensville, Tennessee. Left fielder Kason Boer leading things off, followed by the pitcher Ryan Newell. Nolan Brown, the starting pitcher last night, who threw a no-hitter, by the way, with 8 strikeouts. Batting third and playing first base, Gabe Shepler, the catcher, batting fourth. Tanner Jackson batting fifth. He's the third baseman. Hutch Weaver in center field is batting sixth. Batting seventh, the shortstop Ryan Pearson. William Druzzi in right field is batting eighth, and William Satinoff at second base is batting ninth. And Jacob Veloz on the mound for the Georgia team. His favorite show, Drake and Josh. This is a hard-throwing young man, got a lot of talent. 5 foot, 110, 11 years old, and a right-hander. They're putting the ball in his hands tonight for this big matchup against Tennessee. You can just feel the electricity and the intensity in the ballpark here tonight. Got a great crowd, as much as they will allow with the COVID protocols here in Warner Robins, Georgia. And Veloz facing Boer. We're underway with ball number 1. Kason Boer, 1 for 2 with 3 runs scored, reached on an error, hit by a pitch in that victory over Alabama last night. 1-0 pitch, fastball strike from Veloz, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a strike from Veloz, and it's 1-2. You can see the Georgia team, Midland, Texas, Columbus, Northern Little League, wearing the colors of the Atlanta Braves all the way down to the stockings. 1-2 pitch, Boer goes down swinging. Great start for Lowe's and Georgia. That'll bring Ryan Newell, the pitcher, to the plate. And, of course, the Vandy connection for Nolensville is unmistakable, wearing the Vanderbilt colors all the way down to the Vanderbilt star, just an N in the middle instead of a V. And Nolan Brown, the number 3 hitter, the guy on deck, his dad, Scott Brown, is the pitching coach for Vanderbilt, so therefore the big-time connection. Nolensville down around the Franklin area, and that's a hot shot to third base, going to get by the third baseman, Hatchell. And that's going to be a base hit for Ryan Newell to get things started for Tennessee. Great little swing here by Ryan Newell, and a hot shot that Hatchell, the third baseman, just couldn't come up with. That brings Nolan Brown to the plate. He's swinging after the first pitch, popped up, foul territory, and the catcher, Thompson, can't come up with it. Tough play for Thompson, and all of them, all 3 converging on it at the same time, and Levi Thompson just couldn't come up with it. One of the things that really separates this Tennessee team from everybody else in the field is their preponderance of left-handed bats and left-handed arms as well. And that might not seem like that big of a deal, but at this age, it is. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nolan Brown. Kind of lost in the 23-0 victory by Tennessee last night was that Nolan Brown no-hit Alabama and struck out 8 of the 9 batters that he faced. He had a near-perfect game. Tapper on the infield. They'll get the out at first as Grigsby makes the play. And Newell goes to second, but now 2 down in the inning. Expect a real crisp, clean game from these two clubs here tonight. It was a perfect game. I take that back. The one batter that did not strike out was a 2 unassisted. Tapper back to Veloz. Schepler retired. So Tennessee can't do anything with Newell's base hit. Georgia coming to bat when we get back. Tennessee scoreless in the top half of the first. Now Georgia batting for the first time. Let's take a look at the starting 9 for the boys from Midland, Texas. Starts with Cam Carino, the shortstop off the top, and then Jacob Veloz, the pitcher, batting second. Hudson Clark at first base, batting third, batting fourth. The right fielder Gabe Galarza, batting fifth. The left fielder Braxton Wilkinson. The third baseman is Nicholas Hatchell. He's batting sixth. Braden Grigsby's playing second base, and he is batting seventh. The catcher Levi Thompson bats eighth, and the center fielder Colin Snyder bats ninth. And on the mound for Tennessee, like I said, another left-hander here. Ryan Newell, 5'2", 107. He's 12 years old, out of Mill Creek Middle. And Ryan Newell gets the ball. His favorite athlete, Deion Sanders and Bryce Harper. His favorite teams, Ohio State and the Philadelphia Phillies. And his favorite movie, Field of Dreams. So we'll see if this will indeed be a Field of Dreams for Tennessee tonight, because a victory by them or by Georgia puts them just one win away from going to Williamsport. Because remember, this year, unlike any other year, 2 teams from each of the regionals will advance because there will be no international field in Williamsport this year. So 16 U.S. teams. Therefore, if you get to the finals, you get to Williamsport. Cam Carino, Tapper to the third baseman. Nice play over there. I told you these teams were sharp. Jackson makes the play, makes it look easy. 1 down. Watch how smooth that third baseman. That's not an easy play. He charges that thing, takes it on the short hop, and one smooth, fluid motion gets the ball over to first base. Immaculate hair, by the way. Jacob Veloz at the plate. Pitcher played second base last night. And with him on the mound, that means Grigsby getting the call at second base tonight. Nearly hit him, backed him off the plate a little bit. The count now 2-0 to Veloz. 1 for 3, couple of runs scored, a walk and a strikeout last night, or late yesterday afternoon against South Carolina. South Carolina's still in it, and they've already advanced to Monday, and that a big part of that has to do with the withdrawal of North Carolina. They were scheduled, North Carolina and Florida were scheduled to play earlier today at 4 o'clock. That game got canceled because of the COVID testing, and then South Carolina was going to play the loser of that game tomorrow. Well, so they advanced to Monday because that game no longer will take place either. Very unfortunate for North Carolina. We wish them the best. They had a great season. 3 balls and a strike to Bellows. Up the chute, going to get to the overhang, I think. Actually going to get to the seats. And it's 3-2 now to Bellows. Both of these Little League programs with history of success and getting to Williamsport. 3-2 pitch. Bellows again fouls it out of play. Columbus Northern, Midland, Georgia. 2006 world champions also reached Williamsport in 2010. Nolensville got to Williamsport as Bellows draws the walk. They did it under the name South Nashville at the time. Back in 2013 and 2014, led by Coach Chris Mercado. He was the manager of those teams. He's now a coach on this staff with manager Randy Huth. Hudson Clark comes to the plate. Ball gets away from the catcher. Bellows goes to second. Throw down, not in time. So Bellows in scoring position. Clark hits it foul down the first base line. We talked about the offense for both of these teams off the top, but neither team is allowed a run yet either in this tournament. Crowd stomping their feet and chanting, "Let's go, Huddy." Hudson Clark, chance to drive in a run, hot shot to Jackson, looks the runner back, throws the first. They got the out there, and then Bellows takes off for third and reaches. So 2 down, and Bellows at third base. Another fine play by the third baseman, Tanner Jackson, flashing the leather over there. Now Georgia 60 feet away from taking the lead. Here's Gabe Galarza back to the pitcher. Newell inning over. So both teams get a base runner in the first, and strand them. We'll head to the second.
Jack Leiter here. Just want to wish the Nolensville Little League team good luck in the regional.
Hey guys, it's Tony here. Just want to wish the Nolensville Little League team best of luck in the regionals. You guys keep having fun and play for each other.
Good luck in Warner Robins tournament. Hopefully you guys win that, and then head on to Williamsport so we can all watch you on the big screen.
Yeah, we'll be watching. Good luck, boys.
Now, how about that for a little star power motivation as you head to Warner Robins and compete in this tournament? All those men, of course, connection to Vanderbilt and Scott Brown, who is the pitching coach, and Nolan Brown, who is a pitcher / first baseman on this Nolensville team. Tanner Jackson leading off the inning, and Jackson bloops that to the first baseman. Nice play by Huddy Clark. These boys just 11 and 12 years old. Are you kidding me? The plays that we've already seen in this second round game. Super play right there. Brings Hutch Weaver to the plate. Another left-handed bat for this Nolensville team. Hutch Weaver, 1 for 2, RBI, scored 4 runs, walked, reached on an error, hit by a pitch in that victory over Alabama last night. They call him Chicken Man. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a strike. It's 0-2. And by the way, in that video, the one outlier among the Vanderbilt players was Mookie Betts, but Mookie is a native of Nashville, played at Overton High School. So he's got that Nashville connection going. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Of course, David Price not only played at Vanderbilt, but he was from nearby Murfreesboro. Played at Blackman High School. Base hit up the middle. And Weaver aboard, second hit of the game for Nolensville. So Weaver aboard with 1 out. Ryan Pearson, the shortstop, and number 7 hitter comes to the plate. Puts down the bunt, right back to Bellows. 1 play, that's the first. Get the sure out there. Now 2 down in the inning as Weaver advances to second. Here's Will Druzzi, the right fielder and the closer for this team. We haven't seen him. I have a feeling we might see Will Druzzi on the mound today, or tonight before the night is over. A submarine left-hander, but he can swing the bat too. Druzzi, 4 for 4, 3 RBI, couple of runs and a triple in the victory yesterday. 0-1 pitch outside. It's 1-1. Bats here, 2 outs, chance to put Nolensville on top with a base hit. Swing and a miss. 1-2. They really might be the 2 of the most fundamentally sound teams in all of the regionals. Swing and a miss. Bellows with the strikeout. His second of the game. He's a tough little cookie, isn't he? Look at Bellows. Knows how to get it done. Want to play Little League? It's easy. Visit playlittleleague.org and enter your address to find a Little League program near you. 2 fine Little League programs on display here in this winner's bracket game. Columbus Northern Little League out of Midland, Georgia. Nolensville, Tennessee Little League. What a start to this game we have. Scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second, but such a crisp, clean game. Great execution. And how about this? The Georgia team, although they did not get a hit in that first inning, did have a base runner, but they had no swings and misses for any of the batters, the 4 batters that went to the plate. Here's Braxton Wilkinson, the left fielder, starting pitcher for this Georgia team yesterday. Pitched incredibly well. And goes after this one. Again, no swing and miss, but it's a pop out to Jackson for out number 1. And that'll bring Nicholas Hatchell to the plate. You wonder if Georgia might get the message, be a little bit more patient. The last 3 outs have come on 3 pitches. That's the first swing and miss by any Georgia batter so far in this game. Hatchell, Nicholas, 0 for 1 with a strikeout in yesterday's game. Just off the plate, you saw the catcher, Shepler, doing a good job trying to frame it there and holding it for that extra second to see if he could convince home plate umpire Scott Wacker that it was a strike. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Ball 2. Hatchell, 5'3", 128, 12 years old. Just turned 12 a couple of weeks ago, July 30th. Actually, I guess that was last week. Called strike 3. First strikeout for Ryan Newell. 2 down in the second. Looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here for Braden Grigsby, the second baseman. Aiden Bowman. There's a strike to Bowman. A little bit smaller strike zone with Bowman. 4'9". 110 pounds, 12 years old, St. Anne Pacelli Catholic there in the Columbus area. 1 ball, 1 strike. His favorite athletes, Kobe Bryant, Corey Seager, the Lakers and Dodgers, his favorite team. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Aiden Bowman, 1 plate appearance in the game yesterday and drew a walk. 1-2 pitch to Bowman. Missed high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on here in the second for Georgia. That's ball 3. Georgia 1 base runner, that in the first. The walk, Veloz got stranded at third base at the end of the inning. 3-2 pitch to Bowman. Called strike 3 at the knees. Fastball. Newell. These Tennessee kids know how to pitch. Heading to the third, still scoreless.
Thank you to all volunteers from the 2021 Southeast
The boys from Palm City, Florida, sitting in the stands doing a little scouting. They're going to play the winner of this game on Monday night, 7 o'clock on ESPN2. That'll be in semifinal. As you take a look at the standings, Florida 2-0, the second win coming by virtue of North Carolina having to forfeit because of the COVID test. So Florida goes right to the Monday semifinals. That means they played yesterday and defeated Virginia 7-3. Didn't play today, didn't play Sunday. They won't play again until Monday night. So a long layoff for Florida, but they're already just one win away from going to Williamsport. So if they win Monday night, they go to the championship game on Wednesday, and they're already guaranteed a ticket to Williamsport. Pretty exciting stuff. William Satinoff, leading off the inning for Tennessee. 1 ball, 1 strike to Satinoff. His dad's one of the coaches, Evan. 11 years old, one of only 2 11-year-olds on the roster. Went 0 for 2, reached on an error in the victory over Alabama last night. And the coaches say, don't be fooled by his size. He's got a lot of pop in his bat. Pitch outside, 2-2. A couple of real mighty mites going right now with Veloz facing Satinoff. 2-2 pitch. Told you he's got pop in his bat. Base hit to right. 3rd hit of the game for Tennessee, but the first time they've gotten the leadoff man on to start an inning. And if you've been watching, I've been talking about that throughout this tournament. The percentages of scoring go up tremendously if you can get that leadoff man on. Tayson Boer struck out swinging his first time up. And Boer, trying to put down a bunt, fouled it off. So Boer is 1 for 3 in the tournament. See if he still has the bunt sign on. He does. Again, fails to get it down. Bounced it off the plate. It's 0-2. So the question now becomes with Boer as he looks down to the third base coaching box. Is the bunt sign still on? Is not. Popped it up to the shortstop. Easy play for Carino. That's out number 1. Brings the pitcher, Ryan Newell, to the plate. Singled his first time up. Newell is 2 for 4 in the tournament. Scored a couple of runs. And that's just a little bit off the plate. Ball number 1 to Newell. 1-0 pitch. Again, missed low, 2-0. Nolensville beat Goodlettsville in the district championship game. Same night the Commodores lost to Mississippi State in the College World Series Game 3 final. And I mentioned that because Goodlettsville is their big rival, maybe 2 of the best teams in the entire state. Since 2011, the winner of the game between Nolensville and Goodlettsville in the district has also gone on to win the state championship. So it's a real battle for either one of those really fine Little League programs just to get out of their district. Don't want to say that it's easy as pie once you get out of that district, once you get to the state, but you've cleared a major hurdle just getting out of your district there in Nashville. (3-1), and that's a strike. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Ryan Newell. 1 down here in the top of the 3rd. Foul back. These kids have such great approaches at the plate. Every one of them goes up there, and you know they have an idea of what they're doing. They're not just hoping. They have a plan. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And that is hit down the line in left field, but foul. Ryan Newell reaches down, grabs another 2 handfuls of dirt. Squeezes that bat, gets back in the box. Satinoff down at first, 1 out. 8th pitch of the plate appearance coming up right here. Fouled back again, so we'll go to number 9. Just a tremendous battle going on here. As you see, Veloz is up to 38 pitches already. Three-two pitch. On the ground to the shortstop. Carino goes to second. On to first. Not in time. Grigsby did a really good job there at second base with the transfer and getting the ball out of there. Just very difficult to double off Newell. But they do cut down the lead runner, so now 2 down. Carino gets rid of it quickly. I mean, about as fast as Grigsby can go right there. It just wasn't quick enough to get Newell. Here's Nolan Brown. Pitch outside to Brown, and it's 1-0. Nolan Brown grounded out to second his first time up. He's 3 for 5 in the tournament. RBI, a couple of runs scored and a strikeout. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That ball is cranked towards the gap in right center, and it's out of here. Nolan Brown just delivered the 3rd home run of the tournament for Nolensville. A 2-run blast to right center field, and Tennessee has a 2-0 lead. Wow, what a swing. Folks, that's a poke out there. And remember, most of the season these kids play on fields that are probably 195 or 200 to the outfield fence. Here at Southeast Park in Warner Robins, it's 225. 225, no problem for Nolan Brown. Dad. He's a fan and a dad today. He's not the Vanderbilt pitching coach today. His son just put Nolensville on top, 2-0. What a thrill for Scott and Mary. And I'm sure Kelsey, Riley, and Emma, Nolan's siblings, are pretty excited about it too. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Chopper to the 3rd baseman. And that will end the inning, but it comes 1 batter too late as Nolan Brown strokes Nolensville into the lead with a 2-run homer as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Welcome back to the Little League World Series on ESPN, presented by T-Mobile. Exciting winners bracket game going on here in the second round in Warner Robins, Georgia. And Nolensville, Tennessee, leading Midland, Georgia 2-0 on the strength of Nolan Brown's 2-run homer in the top half of the inning, staking Ryan Newell to the lead. And Newell to this point has allowed just one base runner. That was a one-out walk to Jacob Veloz in the first inning. Now the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for Georgia here in the third, starting with the catcher, Levi Thompson, the number 8 hitter. Ball 1 to Levi Thompson. His dad, Will, the manager, mom, Brooke. Big sisters, Savannah and Carolina. Two balls, no strikes to Levi Thompson. And who might you think a catcher, his favorite player, would be? Yadier Molina. And he likes Todd Gurley too. Big Bulldogs and Braves fan. 2-1 pitch. It's now 3-1 to Levi Thompson. Three-1 pitch. Ball 4. So Levi Thompson at first base on a 5-pitch walk. Becomes just the second base runner. But remember what we've said, those leadoff walks and how they come back to haunt you, and just leadoff men in general. Tennessee got the leadoff man on in the third. Now, even though he was erased at second base, it did lead to a 2-run inning. Let's see if Georgia can capitalize on the leadoff walk. Here's the number 9 hitter and center fielder, Colin Snyder. Snyder 0 for 1 with a strikeout against South Carolina yesterday. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. CJ, 4'10", 76 pounds, 12 years old. And that's really one of the things that's so striking about Little League. I mean, here you have CJ, he's hitting the scales at 76 pounds. We've got some 200-pounders who played in this tournament. He's got a teammate that's 200 pounds. Right back to the pitcher. Newell gets the out there and not at first, so they cut down the lead runner, Levi Thompson, and now one down in the inning with Snyder aboard at first. Cam Carino. Love to watch this kid play. He's a real spark plug for the Georgia team. Plays with a lot of passion, a lot of emotion. You can just see it in his demeanor and just his body language as he stands in at the plate. The 1-0 pitch. It's going to be interesting. I want you to make note of some of these players that we've talked about here in this Little League tournament and check back in 6 or 7 years and where they may be in college ball. Or maybe even the MLB draft. 36 pitches now, the first 35, 18 balls, 17 strikes. So now 19 balls and 17 strikes for Newell. The 3-0 pitch, he gets over, 3-1. Carino grounded out to the third baseman, Tanner Jackson, his first time up. He's 1 for 5 in the tournament. Runs scored and a strikeout. 3-1, fouled back. Now it's 3-2. Hardly a breath of wind here in the ballpark tonight. The 3-2 pitch to the backstop. Ball 4. First and second. So Georgia's now had 4 base runners out of their first 10 batters. None of them hits. 3 walks and a fielder's choice. And here's Jacob Veloz, but first a visit on the mound. So here's Jacob Veloz. 2 aboard, 1 out. Veloz, solid single to left. And they're going to hold Snyder at third base. The bases loaded for Georgia. That was their first hit of the night. That's the first hit that Nolensville pitching has allowed in this tournament. Here is Hudson Clark, their number 3 hitter. Grounded out to third his first time up. Bases loaded. Ball 1 to Huddy. Veloz at first. Carino at second. Snyder at third. 1 out in the inning. Georgia with an opportunity here to get some runs on the board, maybe even tie it up, take the lead. 1-0 pitch to Clark. There's a strike. 1-1. The energy in the ballpark tonight is tremendous. 1-1 pitch. Hit to right field. That's a foul ball into the bullpen, and it's 1-2. Looks in, 1-2 pitch to Jackson. There's 1 out, goes to first, double play. Tanner Jackson. Hard hit ball right to him, steps on the third base bag, turns the double play, ends the inning.
What a summer, what a season.
No regrets. Swing it, baby, swing it.
It is dropping, the dive, and the catch is made.
Whatever happens, guys, again, it's going to be a great day. Very proud of you guys. Let's have some great fun today. Huh?
T-minus 12 days and counting until the Little League World Series Championship starts in Williamsport. As we take a look at the standings, Florida 2-0. They've already advanced to the semifinals. Tennessee and Georgia, winner will advance to the semis. The loser has to play tomorrow against West Virginia. South Carolina already into Monday's play in the quarterfinal round, an elimination round. Alabama, Virginia have been eliminated. Unfortunately, North Carolina, who was in the winner's bracket after a 4-3 win over West Virginia in the first game of the tournament, unfortunately, they had to withdraw today because of COVID testing, a positive test within their ranks. And so that eliminated our first winner's bracket game earlier today. That would have been North Carolina versus Florida. So Florida gets their second win by virtue of forfeit and into Monday's semifinals. And also eliminated our second quarterfinal game tomorrow, because the loser of that game now becomes North Carolina because of the forfeit, and they have to go ahead and forfeit that game to South Carolina. That's why South Carolina's now in Monday's play. Gets a little complicated. The unfortunate news is that North Carolina had a fine team, a really good team. I thought a team that could compete for the championship here, and they had to go home. Ground out to start the fourth inning as Rocco Stark is retired for out number one. Mateo Bruzzi is going to bat here for Hutch Weaver. Bruzzi, no official at-bats yesterday, but did knock in a couple of runs, scored a run, had a sacrifice fly, actually plated 2 runs with a sacrifice fly in that game over Alabama last night, and had a stolen base. Mateo Bruzzi, Freedom Intermediate School, 5'2", 96, 12 years old, sends that one down the line in right field and out of play. Says his dream job would be to be a marine biologist. And if he won the lottery, he would start an exotic car collection. He has eclectic taste. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bruzzi's. And he goes down swinging. 2 down in the inning. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Veloz. And 52 pitches. Let's see what they're going to do here with Veloz. They're going to take him out. Going to move him to shortstop and bring in Carino to pitch. So while they make that change and get Carino some warm-up tosses, we'll step aside. So there you see Cam Carino. We've talked at length about Cam Carino now moving in from the shortstop position to pitch. The right-handed pitcher, and Veloz will go to shortstop here and take over his spot defensively. Ryan Pearson takes a strike to begin things. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. 2-0 lead for Nolensville, Tennessee. Carino looks in, now steps off, can't connect here, and the catcher, Levi Thompson, up out of his crouch and looking into the dugout. He gets the signs from the dugout, and then he relays the signs to the pitcher. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 from Carino. With the new format, this game is doubly huge, always huge to be in the winner's bracket and win that second game. Ground ball hit to the shortstop, or second baseman Grigsby, pardon me. And easy play for Grigsby as Tennessee goes 3 up, 3 down for the first time in this game. Want to see some girls with game? Tune into the excitement of the Little League Softball World Series, August 11th through the 18th, and visit littleleaguesoftball.org for great content, information about starting a softball league of your own, and more. I've had the pleasure, the honor to work the Southeast Softball Regional in the past, and let me tell you, those girls can play. That's going to be very exciting there in Greenville, North Carolina, with the softball championship being held there this year for the first time. Start of the bottom of the 4th here, and Gabe Galarza at the plate. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. 3 for 4 in the tournament. Had a great game. Couple of RBI, couple of runs scored against South Carolina in their opener. 1 ball, 1 strike to Galarza. Strike from Newell, and it's 1-2. And Galarza backed off the plate this time, and it's 2-2. Leadoff hitter here in the 4th. Galarza did not chase, thought about it though. And it's 3-2. Let me tell you, got to give a lot of credit to the umpires here. I hear a lot of angry voices in the stands. 3-2 pitch, got him. Galarza goes down swinging. So that's 3 strikeouts now for Newell. Here's Braxton Wilkinson. Popped up to the third baseman his first time up. He's 1 for 4 with a couple of RBI in this tournament. Pitched a heck of a game against South Carolina. 5 scoreless innings of 3-hit ball with 6 strikeouts in that 10-0 victory. Complete game shutout. 0-1 pitch to Wilkinson. Outside, and it's 1-1. Braxton's favorite player is Cody Bellinger. His favorite team, the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Atlanta Braves. Dream job is to be a veterinarian. Says if he won the lottery, he'd buy his mama anything she wants. He's a good son. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Braxton Wilkinson. Coach Thompson says he's turned into one of the leaders on the team this year and one of their top pitchers. Well, we saw that for sure yesterday against South Carolina. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pace here is slowed a little bit. We were going breakneck speed there for a moment. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball hit to the second baseman. Easy play for Satinoff. First out of the inning. Second out of the inning, pardon me, following the strikeout by Galarza. And we'll have a pinch hitter here for Nicholas Hatchell. DJ Colvin, Donovan Colvin going to step to the plate. Home plate umpire went walking down to talk to the first base coach. And this Georgia coaching staff, let me tell you, they have been fixtures in the Northern Little League forever. As Colvin takes ball 1, Coach Randy Morris, he's retiring after the season. He's been at it for 22 years. He led Northern to the 2006 Little League World Series championship. And Donnie Coulter's been doing it for 40 years. He's also retiring at the end of this season. And he was part of the team that won the 2006 championship and went back in 2010 to Williamsport. And Will Thompson says, man, they have been invaluable to me to have 2 veterans with 62 years of Little League experience on my coaching staff. Giving it one last ride, trying to get back to Williamsport one last time. Georgia can come back and win this game. They'll be only 1 win away from punching that ticket. 3-1 pitch, and Colvin hits it to right field, and unable to come up with it is Druzy. Made a great diving play for it and came up a little bit short, and Colvin is aboard. Just the second hit of the game for Georgia. And Druzy really laid out for that thing, didn't he? And just comes up a little bit short. If he'd gotten 1/2 step more of a jump on that ball, he makes that catch. Here's Grigsby. Colvin off the bag trying to bait a throw from the catcher, Shepler. Grigsby struck out looking his first time up. Actually, Grigsby did not bat his first time up. He was pinch hit for Bowman, so this is Grigsby's first plate appearance. Oh for 1, run scored, reached on an error, has a stolen base. That all came yesterday in the tournament. 2-0 pitch to Grigsby, that's a strike. Goes to Aaron Cone Middle School. Favorite players, Javier Baez in football, DeAndre Hopkins. Falcons and the Braves his favorite teams. 3 balls and no strikes make that 3 balls and 1 strike. With 2 down to Grigsby. Trying to get something going here. Late in the bottom of the fourth. Went around. Strike two. 65 pitches here for Newell. Got him. Maybe the last pitch that Newell will throw in this game, and it was a big one, striking out Grigsby to end the fourth. Still 2-0 Tennessee.
One of the great days of the year.
Those kids will never forget that the rest of their lives.
Players take a trip down memory lane just a bit.
For me, I always wanted to come here. I never got to come here.
If you love this game, this is one of the great days of the year.
Those kids will never forget that the rest of their lives.
Players take a trip down memory lane just a bit.
For me, I always wanted to come here. I never got to come here. Cool experience.
To be a part of these kids' memories forever is going to be really special for us.
And the Little League Classic with MLB, one of the great traditions that they've developed over the last couple of years. This year, the Angels and the Indians will meet August 22nd on ESPN. Looking forward to that. Jack Rhodes going to pinch hit to start this fifth inning for Tennessee. Pinch hitting in the 8th spot for Druzzi. Rhodes 1 for 1 RBI, run scored, walked in the game yesterday against Alabama. Mike Trout and Buster Posey, his favorite players, and the Indians, his favorite team. And they'll be playing in that Little League Classic against the Angels, as we just saw. Deep in the hole, Veloz got him. What a hose. What a hose. Are you kidding me? Jacob Veloz deep in the hole for out number 1. Man, the ball nearly handcuffs him. He has to field it almost right off of his knee. Watch that thing take a hop. It's up against his knee. Deep hole off his back foot. Plants and guns down Rhodes. These two teams, Tennessee and Georgia, have combined for 16 half innings of errorless baseball. And beyond that, it's been some spectacular defensive gems. And don't forget, he threw the first 52 pitches of the game for Georgia and moved over to shortstop for Cam Carino, who's now on the mound. Here's Drew Wagner batting, pinch hitting here in the 9th spot. Wagner 2 for 2, hit a grand slam in that victory against Alabama last night. Finished the game with 5 RBI. And he's off the bench. I think that exhibits the depth of this Tennessee team and, you know, makes them so dangerous, not only here in Warner Robins, but if they get to Williamsport, shudder to think that there's anybody that much better than they are in the entire nation. They are a deep team, top to bottom. In fact, that's one of the things that Coach Huth told us. You know, they've had some teams that may be more talented over the years, maybe bigger arms, bigger bats, but not a more complete team, and I would have to believe him. That ball is hit deep to center field, and it is going to get over the center fielder's head. Snyder couldn't run it down, and Wagner off the bench, a double all the way to the center field wall. I mean, how good are you if you can bring a bat like that off the bench? Hit a grand slam last night and a double to the wall here tonight. So Wagner in scoring position. Tennessee looking to add a valuable third run here. Boer shows bunt and takes it low for ball one. And Wagner, of course, was pinch hitting in the 9 spot there. The 9 spot, supposed to be the weakest spot in the order, right? They've made only 1 out of that spot in the first 2 games of this tournament. Deep and dangerous, that's how I would describe this Nolensville team. 2 balls, no strikes to Boer. You know, and you can watch these kids. It's a little bit different than watching major leaguers, obviously. But in this regard, as Boer draws the 4-pitch walk, now first and second for Tennessee. Different in this regard, you can see the players, they wear the emotions on their sleeves, so when they don't make a bad play, that was not a bad play by Snyder out there in center field, but he didn't get to it. And you can see in his body language just how disappointed he was that he didn't come up with that. It's one of the challenges. That's why you see these coaches always being the positive coach, putting their arm around them, patting them on the back, trying to encourage them. Letting them know it's okay if you didn't get to the ball right there. It's okay. It's part of the game. It's a hard game. You don't always succeed. Newell at the plate, 2 aboard here for Tennessee. That's ball 2 to Newell. Pardon me, that was ball 1 to Newell, 1-1. And Newell gives that a ride to the center fielder. Snyder has no chance at that one as it clears the batter's eye. A mammoth 3-run shot for Ryan Newell. 4th home run clubbed by this Tennessee team in the last 2 days, and it is 5-0. Tennessee. Ryan Newell straight away center field. And Nolan Brown, who blasted a 2-run homer himself his last time up, now at the plate. Ryan Newell, if we were giving out a star of the game, he would be the leader. 3-run homer, 4 scoreless innings on the mound, giving up 2 hits. That's a Ruthian type performance. Or maybe we should say an Ohtani type performance if we want to make it a little bit more contemporary for our young lads watching and playing. Swing and a miss as Brown goes down swinging, and that'll be out number 2. Here's Gabe Shepler. And Carino might be done for the game. They're going to get the ball from Carino. And we'll step aside as they make the pitching change. Harrison Cerna will be the new pitcher for Georgia. They call him Curly Fry. 12 years old, out of Blackman Road School. Making his first pitching appearance of this tournament. Played yesterday against South Carolina, went 0 for 2 with the strikeout, so he'll be on the mound now. And it looks like Carino likely goes back to short, and maybe Veloz goes over to second base. I think that might get us up to date. Grigsby might be out of the game. We'll wait to get the official confirmation on that. Well, they had. We'll just wait and see. So Harrison Cerna on the mound. Comes in with 2 outs and the base is empty, but a 3-run homer by Ryan Newell has busted this game open and given Tennessee a 5-0 lead. Here's Gabe Shepler, the catcher. He's 0 for 2 in this game. 0 for 3 in the tournament. Shepler chased it out of the strike zone. So Braxton Wilkinson's now playing center, and Grigsby has gone from second to left. Galarza's in right. I think that brings us up to date on the changes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Shepler. And Shepler sends that one down the right field line. We're going to fall in foul territory. One ball, 2 strikes. 5 runs on 6 hits for Tennessee. No runs on 2 hits for Georgia. I think that shows you just how good Tennessee is all the way around. This is a Georgia team that's offense was like a buzzsaw yesterday, scoring 10 runs against South Carolina. And they've been held to just 2 hits today by Ryan Newell. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Tapped foul. And again, the winner of this ball game advances to the Monday night semifinals on ESPN, 7 o'clock, and East Schroff and Greg Olson will have the call for you on that one. But that'll be 7 o'clock Monday night. The team that loses this game has to play tomorrow at 1 o'clock against West Virginia. Cerna gets the strikeout, retires Shepler, and the inning comes to a close. But Tennessee, another mighty blow by their powerful bats. Ryan Newell the homer, and it's 5-0. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Welcome back to the Little League World Series on ESPN. It is presented by T-Mobile. Getting late in this winner's bracket game. A lot riding on it, too. Georgia getting ready to bat here. Bottom of the fifth. They're now down 5 runs. New pitcher for Tennessee will be the shortstop, Ryan Pearson. Pearson will be making his first pitching appearance of this tournament. And Satinoff has now moved to shortstop. And Boer has moved in from left field to second base. So you go Brown, Boer, Satinoff, and Jackson around the infield for Tennessee. Weaver, Newell, and Druzzi in the outfield left to right. And Otis Stevens pinch hitting here. Otis has already driven in 4 runs in this tournament. And he picks up right where he left off yesterday against South Carolina with a single to left. 3rd hit of the game for Georgia. And the Big O delivers again. He's 3 for 3 with 4 RBI here in Warner Robins. And this is Harrison Cerna, the pitcher, batting in the 9 spot, taking Colin Snyder's spot in the batting order. It's ball 2 to Cerna. Tapper on the infield. Satinoff goes to second, gets the out there. And there's one down as Stevens is erased. Brings up Cam Carino. Carino walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1, having grounded out to the 3rd baseman in the first. Back of the middle, base hit, Carino. First and second for Georgia, trying to mount a rally here in the bottom of the 5th. And here comes Jacob Veloz. Cerna at second, Carino behind him at first. Veloz goes to the right side, Tapper to the first baseman. They get the sure out right there as Brown steps on the bag. Everybody moves up 60 feet, but now 2 down in the inning with Carino at second and Cerna at 3rd. Here's Huddy Clark. Hit 6 home runs this season. Georgia wouldn't mind a 7th right here. Little nubber to Boer, makes the play, and the inning comes to a close. Georgia strands 2 in scoring position. We head to the 6th with Tennessee on top 5-0. Taking a look at the standings here. Florida already in the semifinals with their 2-0 record. Tennessee or Georgia, one of them going to be 2-0. Tennessee in the driver's seat there. They would be in the semifinals. If Georgia can't come back and win this game, they play West Virginia at 1-1 in the quarterfinals tomorrow at 1 o'clock. South Carolina has already advanced to the elimination round on Monday. And unfortunately, North Carolina had to withdraw earlier today because of positive COVID test, and they had to go back to Greenville, North Carolina. Very disappointing for those young men. Had a very solid ball club. I thought a team that had a chance to compete and get to Williamsport here, and unfortunately their season comes to a close that way. But nothing to hang their heads about. They had a tremendous season, that's for sure, as the champions of the state of North Carolina. So top of the 6 here. Rocco Stark at the plate for Tennessee. Rocco likes The Rock. Dwayne Johnson, his favorite actor. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's outside, 1-1. One pitch to Stark. His dad, Zach, left-handed pitcher, drafted by the Marlins back in 1993. Mom, Beth, played basketball for Lipscomb and was a women's basketball coach. Line drive, Rocco. Gonna throw to first, and he's safe. You got to move when that ball's hit to right field. It is not a given that that's a base hit. And Rocco had to hustle on down the bag and get there. They're going to pinch run for him now. Don't forget to pick up the bat.
Anybody there?
Here's another look at it right here. Look how close this is. Galarza with a strike to first base. I mean, it is razor close. So that play is under review. And remember, the call on the field is safe at first. Just watching it in real time, I think Stark beats it out. But that's just my opinion. I'd like to see what the video evidence supports. Galarza, and yeah, I think his foot is on the bag at the same time the ball reaches the first baseman's mitt. And the rule book says that the ball has to beat the runner there. So in essence, even though the rule book never says that the tie goes to the runner, that's exactly what it means. The ball's got to get there ahead of the runner. And if it does not, if it gets there at the same time, a tie, it goes to the runner. So they continue to review this. Either way, it was a heck of a play by Galarza. Here's your home plate umpire. Safe. Hear the divided stadium. To my right, where the Georgia fans are sitting, boos and catcalls. From my left, where the Tennessee folks are sitting, cheers of joy. Bunt attempt, popped up, gonna fall, safe, nobody took it, and that's gonna be an infield hit. Hutch Weaver popped it up, and nobody made a play on it. And now they'll pinch run for Weaver there. Looked like Thompson had a shot at it, then he kind of pulled away from it at the last moment. Saw Cerna closing, just a little bit of hesitancy there, as Thompson and Cerna were both kind of in the vicinity, and neither one took it. So first and second now for Tennessee as they look to add a valuable insurance runs here, already leading 5-0. Here's Pearson, now the pitcher, and he takes a strike. Bruzies is running at first base for Weaver, and Jackson is running at second base for Stark. Here's the 0-1. Pearson trying to get down a bunt, instead fouls it back, and the count now 0-2. Time as Pearson stops off to get some instruction. See if the bunt's still on at 0-2. I would tend to doubt it. Harrison Cerna, the third pitcher used by Georgia here tonight in this winner's bracket game. 0-2 pitch, swinging away and fouling it back. First two men have reached for Tennessee here in the top of the sixth. And remember, Little League, these are 6-inning games. Already with a 5-0 lead, Tennessee trying to provide an insurmountable lead, which they may already have. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pearson goes down. Cerna strikes him out. One down in the inning. So here's Will Druzy back in the lineup after being pinch hit for his last time up. Struck out back in the second. Cerna to the plate. Outside. See Jackson jump off that second base bag, but he wasn't going anywhere. And again, Little League rules, you cannot leave the bag until the ball reaches the batter. So no playing off. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. One ball, one strike. Will Druzy, quite the Renaissance man, plays the violin and the saxophone. Ball bounces. Thompson can't find it. Everybody moves up 60. So second and third, the infield's going to come in on the grass. Here's the 2-1 from Cerna. Back to Cerna, gets it. Gonna throw to first, get the out there. Nobody advances. Good play. Cerna freezes the base runners. They didn't risk running home there, and the ball hit right back to the pitcher. 2 down in the inning. Cerna, good job to get to it. Looked to second, there was nothing there. He goes on to first to get the sure out. The only out to get on that play. Here's Wagner. And this kid, what a bat. Grand slam, a double in this tournament. Chance to drive in some more runs right here. He's already driven in 5 in the tournament. Batting with Bruzies at second and Jackson at third. Oh, 0-1 pitch from Cerna. Fouled back to the screen over on the right side. 1-1. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. Harrison Cerna, big strikeout. Strands 2 here in the top of the 6th. Gives Georgia a chance, batting for the last time when we get back.
There's nothing better.
Heading to the bottom of the sixth, and look at the dominance of the Tennessee pitching so far in the first two games of the Southeast Regional. 8 scoreless innings. They've allowed just 4 hits. So they've walked only 3, and they have struck out 12, and now they are 3 outs away from advancing to the semifinals on Monday night, where they would play Florida at 7 o'clock on ESPN. Pearson out there to try and nail it down for Tennessee. And it's not just the pitching. They've scored 28 runs and they have 27 hits and 0 errors. They have been a complete ball club, just like manager Randy Huth told us. They are a complete team, top to bottom, 1 through 13. Galarza at the plate to try to get something going. Galarza 0 for 2 in this game. One pitch from Pearson, bounces it off the plate. Satinoff behind the second base bag, slings it across there for out number 1. This is a super play right there. That's a high bouncer. Satinoff has to negotiate that second base bag and not trip over it. He whips that throw over there. 1 down. Here's Braxton Wilkinson. And an amazing thing about it is Tennessee and all their interchangeable parts, and all the teams are like this in this regard, but interchangeable parts for Tennessee with no drop off. No matter where they stick a guy, he can play that position. There's no drop off. There's no he's better here or better there. Wilkinson takes the ball for a strike. It's 0-1. Pearson. And Pearson's your regular shortstop, and he just picks up the ball, gets out there on the mound, and gets the job done. 1-1 pitch. Looked like a changeup. 1-2. They call him the scientist. The professor would work too with those glasses that he wears. Studies Latin. Plays chess. Has a radio station, a ham radio station. A lot of folks don't even remember what those things are, but he operates it with his dad and his brother. Quite the interesting young man. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tapper on the infield. Satinoff bobbled it a little bit and safe at first. See, he's upset with himself. And Wilkinson is aboard after making that super play. This one kind of rolled up a little bit on him. He had to double clutch, and that was just enough for Wilkinson to be safe. Base hit for Colvin. First and second for Georgia with 1 down here in the 6th. And here's Grigsby. So Braden Grigsby at the plate, 2 aboard for Georgia. Grigsby 0 for 1 in the game, struck out his last time up in the 4th. And ball 1 to Grigsby. Colvin at first, Wilkinson out there at second, and the 1-0 pitch. Ball is hit down the line. That's a fair ball. Wilkinson's going to come around and score. Colvin's going to come around and score. Grigsby stops at second, and Georgia becomes the first team in this tournament to score on Tennessee. It's 5-2. Two-run double for Grigsby. And they might make the pitching change right here and bring in Druzy, their closer. No move from him yet. But they bring the infield in to do a little powwow. They had played such immaculate defense the entire night, and then Satinoff bobbled a ball just a little bit. I mean, barely at all. Enough for Wilkinson to reach. And then Colvin follows with a single. And then Grigsby follows with a double. And it's 5-2 just like that. And big Otis Stevens stepping up to the plate. Otis can rip the cover off the ball. He's got 4 RBI in the tournament. That's ball 1 to Otis Stevens. Time called by Otis. And they have changed that error on Satinoff to a hit. Don't disagree with that. So still no errors. So all the runs are earned in the inning. Two balls, no strikes to Stevens. Base hit. Grigsby held at third. The tying run is coming to the plate. Wow, what a game. 4 straight hits. If I'm not mistaken, the Tennessee pitching staff had not given up but 4 hits, and it is starting to rain here in Warner Robins. They had not given up but 4 hits in 8 innings. They've given up 4 hits in this inning right here. And the rain starts to fall pretty good. Crowds heading for cover, those who are not already underneath the overhang. So the teams are meeting here. Harrison Cerna is the next man up, the number 9 hitter for Georgia. And I think they are going to go to Druzy, the left-handed submariner. So this should be interesting. They're making the pitching change. They're going to the closer, and they're doing it in a little bit of a downpour. So Will Druzy in the pitch. More of a side armor. It's kind of 3/4 right here with this delivery. And again, the crowd scrambling to jam in underneath the overhang here as the rain continues to come down pretty good. One out here in the 6th. Pearson was able to get Galarza to start the inning, but then 4 consecutive base hits by Wilkinson, by Colvin, by Grigsby, and then by Stevens. And again, this is what's on the line here in this 6th inning. A chance to improve to 2-0 in this tournament and play Florida in the Monday night semifinals and be just 1 win away from going to Williamsport. If you lose this game and drop to 1-1, you play West Virginia tomorrow at 1 o'clock in an elimination game. So Harrison Cerna, as the rain continues to pelt down pretty good. Cerna showing bunt. Takes it low. None of the runners were moving on the play, and it's ball 1. So defensively, Boer has now gone to left field. Pearson has gone back to shortstop. Satinoff has gone back to second. And Weaver is now in right. Here's the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Runners at the corners, tying run at the plate. That's Cerna. Ball gets away. Stevens is going to take second. So now second and third for Georgia. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Cerna. Carino on deck for Georgia. Will Thompson called time. He wanted to make sure that he was on the same page with the count. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him. Druzy with a big strikeout. Now 2 down in the inning. Tennessee not out of the woods yet. Huge strikeout for Will Druzy. Georgia's not done yet. Cam Carino steps to the plate. Outside, ball 1. Carino, a base hit back in the 5th. Walked in the 3rd. So he's officially 1 for 2 in the game. Swings and misses. 1-1 Carino. Druzy looks in, trying to close it out, lock down this game, get the save, get his team in the semis. 1-1 pitch outside, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike to Carino. Druzy to the plate. Tapped foul down the 3rd base line, and now it's 2-2. Georgia down to their final strike. The rain has abated somewhat, still falling, but not nearly as hard as it was just a few minutes ago. Two balls and 2 strikes, 2 aboard. Druzy to the plate. In the dirt and blocked nicely by Shepler. And it's 3-2. I don't know whether it's because of the rain, but yeah, the foot gave out on him. His left back trailing leg. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 4, bases loaded. Tying run at first base. And Jacob Veloz is coming to the plate. I think they might be making a pitching change here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Drew Wagner. We'll step aside as Wagner goes through his warm-up tosses. Wow, how things have gotten interesting here in the bottom of the 6th. Georgia not going quietly into the night. They have loaded the bases, and now they have the tying run at first base for Drew Wagner, who's been called on to get the final out for Tennessee. What a fantastic winner's bracket game. And the rest of this tournament, they got the 1 quarterfinal game tomorrow and then semifinals starting on Monday, going into Tuesday, championship game on Wednesday. Man, got some great baseball ahead of us here in Warner Robins. Here's Jacob Veloz, stands in, game on the line. Bases full for Georgia. Ball 1 to Veloz. Grigsby down at 3rd, Stevens at 2nd, and Carino behind him at 1st. One-0 pitch to Veloz. Fouled back and the count 1-1. Looks like we have a slight sprinkle at this point. The hard rain came and kind of faded away, and hopefully it'll stay that way. 1 ball, 1 strike to Veloz. Ball 2. The pressure for these kids. You see Wagner take a deep breath, calm the nerves and focus on the job at hand. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Driven to center field. It's going to drop. 1 run in, 2 runs in. Carino gets the stop sign, and it's 5-4. Jacob Veloz with a 2-run double. Georgia coming off the deck with 4 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. And now the tying run at 3rd base and the winning run at 2nd base for Hudson Clark. And he drives this one towards the gap. Georgia's going to win this game. Clark clears the bases. And Georgia 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to come from a 5-0 deficit and beat Tennessee 6-5. Georgia headed to the Monday night semifinals to play Florida. Absolutely incredible. A stunning turn of events. Tennessee had dominated this game, took a 5-0 lead into the bottom of the 6th, and Georgia off the deck. 6 runs, all of them coming after 1 was out and then 2 were out. Absolutely amazing. What a stunning turn of events as Georgia walks it off against Tennessee, a team that looked absolutely unbeatable through the first 5.5 innings of this game, and Georgia comes back and beats them. And now Georgia will play Florida on Monday night, and now Tennessee will have to try to recover from that stunning loss and play West Virginia tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And now for our entire ESPN team, I'm Matt Stewart. So long from Warner Robins. What a game. This has been a presentation of ESPN.